What's up, everybody? It's your boy Steezy coming at you again with a brand new YouTube video. In today's video, instead of going to the skate park and reviewing the park, I'm going to be doing a tutorial video on how to crank flip. The crank flip's probably the only trick I'm qualified to teach anyone. It's like my bread and butter. I know how to do it the best out of everything. I decided to do a tutorial video today because it's been raining the past few days in Cali, and I didn't think hitting the parks while they're all wet would be a good idea. So before we go and film the tutorial video, I gotta throw my bike back together because it's been sitting in the back of my car for the past few days. Alright, so update from the other video, y'all saw my broke tripod. Got a new one. It's pretty sleek, it folds up and looks all cool. My only concern about it is the stability. I don't know how well it'll hold up, so we'll see today. And other than that, let's go build the bike back up. Alright, the bike's all built back up. I accidentally put the front tire on mix match, but I think it looks sick like that. The black and white on one side and mix match on the other. So let's go get this tutorial filmed. Alright, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to crank flip. The crank flip's a pretty simple trick. It's just most people are worried about missing the pedal after you flip it and it hitting you in your shin, like slamming into it. Other than that, it's a pretty easy trick to learn. You just gotta leave your feet where they're supposed to be, and you should catch the pedals. Some of my favorite riders that do it are Matt Nordstrom, Johnny Rakix. It's one of my favorite tricks. It's pretty simple to do once you get the hang of it. At first it's pretty scary because you're worried about getting shinned like that, but once you leave your feet where they're supposed to be, pretty much land it every time. So to start off the crank flip, you gotta be able to know how to bunny hop. I'll do a quick little tutorial right now on how to bunny hop. You just kind of pull up the front end and jump and level out the back end, and that's a bunny hop. So let's try to do that right now. One tip I forgot to mention here in the video is to watch your pedals go around so you know when to catch the cranks. Basically, once you get comfortable with doing your bunny hops, once you level out the bike in the middle of doing the bunny hop, you're gonna want to point your front foot down and flick the cranks back. That's pretty much like the trick to it, the little secret tip. You point your front foot down and then flick, and the cranks flip around most of the time. Sometimes they just stay. Another good tip for making the crank flip look clean is making sure your heel's snug on the back of your frame so you can lift it up real good and get it leveled out. So basically what I do is I bunny hop, level out, keep your knees pinched when you level out up in the air so your feet don't move around too much, and then flick. I'll do a few right now. The crank flip was one of the first tricks I learned on the bike. Once you get the hang of it, you can incorporate it in so many different ways in your lines. You could do it in and out of grinds, off of tall ledges, or even do 180 or cab crank flips, which are a bit harder. So that's the crank flip. Most of the time the bike's gonna land before you do, and you kind of just land on the pedals. But sometimes if you're super sick at them, you can land on the pedals while in the air still. I think I did on the last one, and it looks really clean. That's the goal right there, but if you just land on the pedals after they spin around, it counts, dog. Other than that, I can't think of anything else that I use to learn the crank flips. It's just mainly pointing the front foot down, scooping the front pedal to get that initial spin, like that. Keeping your knees pinched and close together so your feet just they stay where they need to be. And then your back foot. I keep my heel snug on the frame when I jump up to keep the bike leveled, so I know where it's at. And then just flick it. Keep your feet where they're supposed to be, and hope for the best. It lands most of the time. Alright, what's up everybody? So I'm back at home. Just got done filming the how-to crank flip video. I know this video is a little different from the other ones. I should be back at the skate park on Wednesday filming the 3rd episode of the series. I just want to make sure that I'm consistent posting. I know that like the main series is the checking every skate park out, but I got plenty of ideas to film on the bike, and so here and there I'll be putting in random videos like this, tutorials or just riding on street and stuff. I even got one of the little GoPro mounts and a GoPro so you can get the like POV ride in, maybe hit some dirt trails with that, but I got lots of ideas that will be coming soon. Other than that, let me know if this tutorial was helpful to you guys. Let me know down below if this helped you learn crank flips. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. The next video should be up on Wednesday. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.